Good morning. So this is our form analysis number 2 for 2016, and we're going to look at Rosehill Race 2 on Saturday. I just want to show you a couple of things, and this is www.horseracingaustralia.info. Click on there to get more info. Okay, now having a look at, let's load our Saturday race, and we're going to look at the Rosehill race. In this case it's going to be race 2. And you can see here we've got a tight field of about 9 runners, and our ratings have Sergeant Dokes well on top from Vickburg. But if you look down this column, you can find that a lot of these horses have several wins or placings to their name. So they're all talented 3-year-olds, as you can see. And it's time to have a look and do a bit of analysis. So let's have a look at Sergeant Dokes. Okay, so you can see he's won 4 from 7. His biggest failures have been on heavy tracks. So Muswellbrook race here on the 1st of May, where he's beaten, he ran 6, beaten 4 lengths. He come out on a good track next start and won by a length. Okey-doke. On the 20th of June, Randwick, heavy 10, beaten 10.5 lengths. Grafton on the 9th of July, absolute brilliant time and a very, very high rating, ridden by Robert Thompson, by the way, who, if you look at his record, has 5 starts on him for 4 wins. When he resumed at Canterbury a couple of weeks ago, on the 16th of December, beaten just under 3 lengths. He wasn't ridden by Robert Thompson. Have a look today. Bobby Northam has brought his old mate Robert Thompson to ride him in the city, and Thompson doesn't ride in the city all that often. Now, we have a look at this next horse, Vickburg, 4 winners out of 5. Conditions don't worry him. Heavy, good, not a worry. Okay. Spoiled his record last start, led to the turn and got run over at the finish, beaten by a couple of lengths. Okay, Professor Marks, also trained by Bobby Northam from Scone. Won by 2.5 lengths last start, but is not ridden by his favourite jockey, Robert Thompson. 3 starts for 1 win and 2 placings on the horse. Is ridden by Hieronymus, who also rides for Bobby Northam from time to time. And you will be on him, but it's perfectly obvious that Sergeant Dokes gets his favourite rider, Robert Thompson. Very important to note that. Now, let's have a look at the SportsFan site. And this is for Saturday, and we can look at the prices. So, we're looking at number 1, Vickburg. And you can see here, you can click on the horse and you're going to see the price. Current price is $3.40. So obviously his favourite. A 3-year-old, you've got all the information there, but he's got a wet track rating of 100 and a dry track rating of 100. It's going to be dry, but it's interesting that that information is there. And you've also got the option of adding it to a black book. Okey-doke. So you can be advised when the horse is next rating, should you want to be on it. Number 2. You can see this horse has a wet track rating of 95 and a dry rating of 97. Sergeant Dokes, this is interesting. They've given him a dry rating of 97 and a wet rating of 96. Now I would have given him a wet rating of probably closer to, probably about 80. And the dry rating, of course, we think is probably very close to 100 there, being the horse that has performed best in my opinion. Okay, we're looking at White Acclaim here. There's a wet rating of 93 and a dry rating of 95. Even though, if you have a look at his ratings here, you can see on a soft track he's had a win and a second, and a heavy track 2 starts for 2 seconds. Okay, on the distance, 3 starts for a win and a second. He's only had the 1 run in his life, but he's been very consistent. But to me, I would have thought that his wet rating, with 100% place record at least, on soft and heavy tracks, would have been much higher than his dry rating. Confuses me. Okie doke. So you can see this one. It's got a wet of 90 and a dry of 93. It's interesting information to look at. So if you go to the SportsBet site, if you have an account, you can look straight away and get an idea how they perform, particularly if the track conditions change during the day. But of course the best thing is to have the win form ratings information, and as I say with that, we're going to go back up here and we can see that our horse that we've selected, number 3 Sergeant Dokes, is currently available at $10 a win, $3 a place. Those are excellent odds. The horse that, if you look at it, Sergeant Dokes ran 1:8.24, and I think the Australian record for horses over 1200 metres is very, very close to 68 seconds, or 1.8, possibly a fraction under that, 17.9 or something like that. Okay, that's the information I have for you today. I hope to add some more form videos over the early part of 2016, and thanks for watching.